And I packed up a U-Haul, pointed it south on November 23rd, 2013. Bye, everybody. I'm a doctor now. I'm going to go down south and I'm going to make something of myself. And like that was, man, that was the only option. That was the only thing I could do was make something of myself. I made all these promises. I made all these bold claims, these declarations through either word or simply act. Hey, you're going to get hundreds of $1,000s in debt and no one's going to help you. But when you get out, you'll be called doctor and your debt will be your debt. Better do something with it.
What the hell's going on out here?
What up, everyone? Dr. Taylor. Welcome to another episode of Fueled by Spite. Today's a very special day. Today is a very special day. Why is today a special day? Today is the 10-year anniversary of the day that I graduated from chiropractic school. You're a chiropractor? Yep. It's not like a real doctor. No, it is. Actually, I help a lot more people than real doctors. But that's neither here nor there. But that is what we're going to talk about today. Not real doctors, not drug dealers, not pill pushers, not people who suck with bedside manner. Okay, neither here nor there. Not Harvard-educated people who turned out to be wrong during the pandemic. Have fun in Austin. What? Nothing. Anyway, happy anniversary to me, to James Taylor, to Dr. Taylor. 10 years ago on this day, I graduated chiropractic school. Why'd you go to chiropractic school? Because my dad did? Is that the reason? I mean, part of it. I've said it before, when I said, I'm going to go to chiropractic school. My mom asked, you just going to go so people call you doctor? Yeah, partly. It's part of the reason. Okay. And I'm going to go to chiropractic school to be a doctor. I'm going to go to chiropractic school so people call me doctor. I'm going to go to chiropractic school to help people. I'm going to go to chiropractic school to learn to use my hands for the betterment of humanity. I'm going to go to chiropractic school because I thought chiropractors got paid. Some of them do. This one does. Why do I get paid? I get paid because I'm a really fucking good chiropractor and I've got a great personality and I make things work for people and I do chiropractic really well. There are a lot of poor chiropractors out there. There are a lot of shitty chiropractors out there. There are a lot of chiropractors out there who just plain out suck. I work 26 hours a week. I work 26 hours a week so I can work 50 hours a week. What? What's that mean? That's weird. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah, kind of. I work a lot. I see patients very few, but I work a lot. And I don't even, man, this is weird. I don't call it work. My kids don't say that daddy goes to work. Daddy goes to the office. Why does daddy go to the office? Daddy goes to the office to help people. Daddy, are those your work clothes? Nope, these are my office clothes. 10 years ago today, I became a chiropractor. 10 years ago today, it became legal for me to help people through the science and art of the application of chiropractic. I have done really well at it. Quite well. We've mentioned this before. I'm a one doctor office. I got my first associate this year. He's been with me for July, August, September, October. 4 solid months, going on 5. He's pulling in $30,000 a month in his first 5 months. Not take home, but collections. There are people that have been doing this for decades that can't do $30,000 a month. Why does he do that? He worked somewhere before me. He wasn't doing this good. Why does he do that? Because the guy that came before him is really good. That guy's me. And all started 10 years ago. 10 years ago today sucked. It sucked a lot. I don't remember exactly how, who, or why. So I got married. August 10th, 2013, I graduated. When I tell the story, I say November 24th. Apparently, it's November 22nd, but whatever. Um, that night was rough. Dad was happy for me. Mom was happy for me, but mom and I weren't necessarily on speaking terms. We went to a dinner afterwards to celebrate my accomplishment. We got in a fight at the table. It was, we were all dressed nice, but acting less than. It was an interesting juxtaposition. I had all of my stuff packed up at my folks' place. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was a Saturday. And my buddy Blue flew up. Blue was already living here in Texas. I played rugby with him in college and undergrad. Blue flew up to help me make the trip down. And it was a Sunday. And I remember the Vikes were playing. And mom's like, even though we had gotten in a fight recently, we've been fighting a lot during this period in our lives. She's like, when are you leaving? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's gonna, mom, it's gonna depend on how this Vikings game goes. What? Well, if they're doing shitty, I'm gonna leave today. If they win, maybe I'll celebrate their victory. They were doing shitty by halftime, so I left at halftime. And I packed up a U-Haul, pointed it south on November 23rd, 2013. Bye, everybody. I'm a doctor now. I'm gonna go down south and I'm gonna make something of myself. And like that was, man, that was the only option. That was the only thing I could do was make something of myself. I made all these promises. I made all these bold claims, these declarations through either word or simply act. Hey, you're going to get hundreds of $1,000s in debt and no one's going to help you. But when you get out, you'll be called doctor and your debt will be your debt. Better do something with it. All right. Don't mind if I do. Prior to graduating, I sent out 256, if memory serves, handwritten letters to chiropractors in DFW. Hey, I'm going to graduate. I'm looking to purchase a practice. I'm going to come down there and visit. If you want to visit and are looking to sell your practice, let me know. 256 handwritten letters, handwritten by this hand. Nope, I'm right-handed. Handwritten by this hand. Sent them out, licked them, stamped them, mailed them on their way. I received 30 responses back. I set up 30 appointments. Now, if you've never been to Texas, you know it's a big place, but when you're looking at it on a computer screen, it doesn't look all that big. Little chuckle for those of you who are familiar with the geography of the Metroplex. I set up 30 appointments. I set up appointments where in one day I would visit somebody in White Settlement and I would visit another person up in Keller. And you know what? I might head down to Mansfield and there's this doc over in Mesquite. And then maybe I'll go up to McKinney in a single day. For those of you who have been or who live here, you realize how completely absurd that is. Especially considering my wife at the time, she had a job waiting for her in Arlington, right smack in the middle of DFW. So if I'm going to have a wife that's working in Arlington, there's no goddamn way I'm going to work in McKinney or Plano or Richardson or hell or White Settlement or Mesquite. I'm going to be right around Arlington. 256 handwritten letters, set up 30 appointments, came down here, was able to cancel, shoot, 10 of them, maybe even a dozen, because this isn't going to work. Because my wife is already working. She's working in Arlington. I'm not working in Mesquite. I'm not working in Plano or Richardson. Sweet. I did some due diligence. I set myself up for success. I was able to cancel appointments that I made. Why was I able to cancel appointments? Because I set up 30 of them. How'd I set up 30? I sent out 256 handwritten letters. I wrote to each and every one of these doctors. I hopped on Google. How'd you find them? I hopped on Google. I wrote chiropractor, Fort Worth, chiropractor, Dallas. And every little red dot that popped up, I sent them a letter. It's just that easy. Happy anniversary to me. 10 years ago today, I called my own bluff. I'm going to be a doctor. I am a doctor. Shit. Now what? We had a soon to be doctor on last time. Now what? You know what he had that I don't or didn't? He has me. He has somebody that already did what he wants to do, that already did it and did it well. We talk about money a lot on here, but the simple fact of the matter is money reaches way further than anything else you have, especially if you work with your hands. 10 years ago today, in graduating chiropractic school, I had no idea how many people being a chiropractor was going to allow me to help. You know how many people I help through chiropractic, but at the same time, how many people I help without even adjusting them, without even laying a hand on them? Hell, without even seeing them? Thousands. I help thousands of people, and I've never even assessed their spine. But I help thousands of people because I'm a chiropractor, and I'm a damn good one. And the fact of the matter is, the fact that I am such a good chiropractor has enriched the lives of thousands of people. What is your goal? My goal is to build a legacy. My goal is to be known after I'm not here anymore. My goal used to be to adjust as many people as possible. There's so many bigger things out there than that. Now my goal is to own DFW from a chiropractic standpoint. My goal used to be the rugby chiropractor in DFW. I'm kind of there. But do all the rugby teams come to see you? No, hardly any of them do. I would shoot right now. I might see 3 rugby players a week. When the major league season starts up, I'll see every single one of the Jackals. Because I'm the major league rugby chiropractor in DFW. But that's neither here nor there. It's kind of here. That's why I brought it up. But chiropractic has allowed me to help thousands of people, and they don't even have to come to my office. Every rugby, I saw a post on Facebook, as so many of these episodes are inspired by Facebook posts. 3 years ago, I made a post. I donated $1,000 a month to generic rugby. What's that even mean? One, it's more now. But rugby's fantastic. Rugby's a passion of mine. It's something I love. It's something I want to support. And it's something I know that can help people. So what do? I support it. And by supporting it, that means I support every rugby team in DFW, every single one. You will see my chiropractic logo on every jersey or goalpost pad. Or, man, the coolest thing I ever saw in my life, damn near, was when I walked into the stadium and saw my logo around Choctaw Stadium. That's badass. I didn't adjust a single person to do that. I do now. So there's all these cool things. There's all these awesome things and great ways that I'm able to help people. But that was never the goal outright. That was never the goal as it was stated. I mean, shit, if it were stated sooner, I'd have probably gotten here sooner. I'd gotten here faster. Because again, at the beginning, my goal was just to make money. But then I realized what money could do. Money can do a whole lot of things. And the better you are at making money, the more people you can help. How do you make more money? You help more people. That's a weird way to put it. It's, I want this job. You need 5 years of experience. I'm a new grad. Okay, well, then we only hire entry level positions. Cool. That's what I'm applying for. Well, you need 5 years of experience for this entry level position. That doesn't make sense. You need money to help people, but to help people, you need money. You get money to help people. How many people can you help? Well, start out with just what you got. You got your 2 hands and you got your brain between your ears. Seems to have worked out pretty well for me. But why? Why am I able to do what I do? I'm I'm a bit of absurd. I'm a bit crass, off-putting at times, blue collar, but I wear a white collar, blue sense of humor. We've talked about the breakup letters I've received from patients. How come I can do what I do? It's interesting. I started to record this episode and the cameras died, and I was going to take this on an entirely different bent. Cameras died. I had to wait a couple of days, and those couple of days landed on today. Today happens to be the 10-year anniversary of me becoming a doctor of chiropractic. And I still wanted to come in here and talk about what that original episode was going to be. And it was, again, as so many of these are, based on something I saw on Facebook. And it was this: depression is a luxury. Said by 50 Cent on some radio interview. And man, it's one of those things I heard him say it and I started the video over. Depression is a luxury. Like, that's a bold thing to say. I started over. Depression is a luxury. Man, the nuts on this guy. Depression is a luxury. That kind of makes sense, though. Depression is a luxury. I failed out of undergraduate twice. The first semester I failed out, I got a 0.00 GPA. I skipped so many classes that semester when it came time for my final in biology 214 with Dr. Tally Lee in Phillips Hall. I walked into Phillips Hall and it had been so long since I've been there, I didn't remember what room the class was held in. So I missed the final because I couldn't find it. Failed out. I failed out. They let me back in. I failed out again. Went to chiropractic school. There's a huge respite between there. I got a job, moved down to Kansas City with a former girlfriend. That didn't work out. It did work out. It worked out in that it didn't work out. And I ended up someplace far better. I went to chiropractic school and failed a couple classes in chiropractic school, specifically embryology, embryology and women's health. Sorry, babies and ladies. But I run a sports specific chiropractic, so don't come to me for your peds stuff, but I can still help kids quite a bunch. Hell, flipped a baby 2 weeks ago. Flipped a baby? Yeah, it's neither here nor there. But I just kept going. And did I get depressed during these times? Yeah, probably. But I didn't wallow in it. Did I get down? Did I get sad? Did I get defeated? Yeah, probably a bunch of times. I damn sure know I've done it building this practice. Spoiler alert, this office flooded. That was fucking defeating. But we're better now than we've ever been. Depression is a luxury. Man, that took some nuts to say that. But then when you kind of look back, or at least when I look back, man, that's right. You think people in India are depressed? You think the people that we sponsor for $1 a day or whatever are depressed? I bet they're not. Because what happens if you're depressed and you get to wallow in it and sit in it and woe is me? Fuck that. You've got shit to do. If you want to sit there and be depressed, that's fine. I'll give you about a minute and a half. One of our former guests, clearing the chamber, Jared Hutchins. We're going to talk about your problems, but we're going to do it once. Man, that was as brilliant as it was sexy. That was fantastic. We're going to talk about your problems, but we're going to do it once. I've got a goal. My goal is to help as many people as possible. It used to be to help as many people through safe and natural chiropractic care. Now it is simply just to help as many people as possible. And if we can do it with the aid of safe and natural chiropractic care, and if we can do it with a bent or a slant or an inkling, hell, a nod, thank you, to rugby, let's do that. Let's see how many people I can adjust in a week. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I personally want to adjust about 200 people a week. I want my associate to adjust about 250. And I want the other associates that's going to work here to adjust about 250. And then in the new office I'm going to build, I want 3 associates there. I want them to each adjust 250. And in the other offices I'm going to build with 3 associates in them, I want them to adjust 250. Why is that? Because if I can only adjust 250, I can only help 250. But if I can teach other people how to do that, and I can put 3 of them into space, and I can make this space open for more than just 26 hours a week, I can have them open 7 days a week, but then there's 3 of them, so they also get time to go home to their families. They can raise their kids. They can take vacations. Look how many people that helps. That's going to help a lot of people. That's going to be really cool. And that isn't going to tear me up. Being a chiropractor is hard. Being a good chiropractor is hard. Being a shitty chiropractor, that's probably easy. I've had shitty chiropractors all over the place. I've had shitty doctors all over the place. Shit. My patients are lucky. They don't have to find the best. They found the best. I'm the one that's got the hard job. I've got to spend the rest of my life looking for second best, and God hope I can hire them. God, I love this. This is so fun. Happy anniversary to me. 10 years ago today, I was given the opportunity to change the world, and I think I'm doing a damn fine job. Thank you all for listening right here, Fueled by Spite. As always, you will learn more here by accident than elsewhere by design. Every little bit, we're going to give a little more behind the curtain, a little more pull back. Because again, you got 2 options. You either A, are an idiot, or B, you're uninformed. And at least after listening to these episodes, as far as my life is concerned and my goals are concerned, you can at least tell people you're not uninformed. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving. I am thankful for each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I thank you. I love you. Tell your friends, tell your family. They help in everybody. Dr. Taylor, out.